4 years ago, I moderated a mayoral debate over at Georgia Tech with all of the candidates. And, we were talking about a lot of these issues that we're talking about tonight. But we spoke about homelessness, and it was sort of on the lower tier of what we were discussing that night. But here we are 4 years later. If you live in Atlanta, if you live in town, or if you live in Midtown, or no matter where you live, depending on what quadrant you may live in this city, you are seeing a big surge in homelessness. If you stop at a red light, you're getting panhandled. You're looking underneath bridges these days. You are seeing not just a few homeless people, but you're seeing villages. I mean, you're seeing a staggering number of people, of white, of black people, Latino people. It really is astonishing what we have seen over the course of the last 4 years. How do you address this? And this is a huge issue, obviously, that is so difficult for a municipality to be able to deal with. But how do you view homelessness, Councilman Dickens? Give me a sense, as mayor, how you would address this troubling and complex issue.
You're absolutely right. This is a moral issue. It's a challenge in that, the amount of homelessness that you see on the street is a reflection of the amount of individuals that are not going into shelter during this COVID pandemic. What the Partners for Home tell us is that the numbers have actually decreased, but what you see is more people actually living in encampments and out on the street. I believe in a housing first model, meaning that we have to get people in temporary housing first so we can triage all of their issues, whether that be mental health, drug addiction, or they're trying to escape domestic violence. We get them in those temporary housing units, which means that we have to get more motels and hotels in the city or just outside of the city to house about 50 people per hotel. Then we can get them into apartments and get them into self-sufficiency. Have them have jobs at Georgia Works, First Step Staffing, Goodwill. And then we want to make sure that we help people not slide into homelessness by fighting evictions and making sure that we keep people in their place where they live currently. And we need to have an office that continues to be able to fight that and help people stay in place.
Thank you. Appreciate your view.